Energy and persistence conquer all things. Benjamin Franklin. Focus equals reality to the individual, even if it's not reality in actuality. Anonymous. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. Haters are like crickets. You can hear all the noise they make, but you can't see them. Then, right when you walk by them, they're quiet. Dean Bakhari. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Theodore Roosevelt. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. Ernesto Guevara. This is the true joy in life, being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one, being a force of nature instead of a feverish selfish clod of ailments and grievances complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I love. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It is sort of a splendid torch which I have a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it over to future generations. George Bernard Shaw. Accept the presence of thorns, but let the rose inspire you. Steve Pavlina. As you start to walk out on the way appears. Rumi. With enough courage, you can do without a reputation. Clark Gable. Sometimes you've got to experience the ugly inside yourself to discover the beauty inside yourself. Dean Bakhari. No one can make me feel inferior without my consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. Leaders think and talk about the solutions. Followers think and talk about the problems. Brian Tracy. No one can take your self-respect if you do not give it to them. Gandhi. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Jim Rohn. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. John Adams. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. George Patton. Life grants nothing to us mortals without hard work. Horace. They who lack talent expect things to happen without effort. They ascribe failure to a lack of inspiration or ability, or to misfortune, rather than to insufficient application. At the core of every true talent, there is an awareness of the difficulties inherent in any achievement, and the confidence that by persistence and patience something worthwhile will be realized. Thus talent is a species of vigor. Eric Hoffer. Too many of us wait to do the perfect thing, with the result we do nothing. The way to get ahead is to start now. While many of us are waiting until conditions are just right before we go ahead, others are stumbling along, fortunately ignorant of the dangers that beset them. By the time we are, in our superior wisdom, decided to make a start, we discover that those who have gone fearlessly on before, have, in their blundering way, traveled a considerable distance. If you start now, you will know a lot next year that you don't know now, and that you will not know next year, if you wait. The William Feather Magazine.